marble crochet tutorial. So this is a Halloween tutorial where I'm going to be showing you how to make this little pumpkin that I came up with. Yes, I'm so proud of this, he's so cute. So this was suggested to me by a friend on Instagram, the Cosmic Creeper. Yes, so a big thank you to my friend, the Cosmic Creeper, for that suggestion. I had a lot of fun coming up with this one. He's adorable. Or adorbs. Yes. So I'm going to be using this. These are just, scraps that I've got lying around. Perfect Halloween colours, of course. Yeah, and a 3.5. Or maybe a 3, not sure yet. We'll find out once we get started. So yeah, I'm just doing that. This is a very, very quick applique to make. Yeah. So hopefully you'll love it just as much as I do, and make yourself one. Have a good time. Yes. That's all I have to say. We should just get straight into making this. Alright, now to begin, we're going to find the end of our yarn and we're going to make a slip knot. So to do that, we just wrap the yarn around our fingers like that, pull through the loop, then adjust that knot to your hook, and we're going to start by chaining 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to slip stitch into the first chain to make a chain circle. So slip stitching into the first chain to make a chain circle. Now from there we're going to chain up 2, so 1 and 2, and we're going to be treating this chain 2 as a stitch, as a double crochet, and we're going to be putting 11 double crochets into the center of this chain circle. So to do that, a double crochet is yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. So we'll do that one more time. Yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you're going to be putting 11 of those into the center of the chain circle. Okay, now here I am, and with my 11 double crochets into that chain circle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that chain 2 from the beginning, and I'm going to slip stitch into the stitch just above that. So into the top of that chain 2, slip stitch to join the circle. Alright, now what we're going to do next is we're going to chain up 1, and once again we're treating this chain 1 as a stitch. So right beside that chain 1, into that stitch just next to the slip stitch, we're going to put a single crochet, so 1 single crochet. Then into the next stitch along we're going to put 2 single crochets into the same stitch. 1 and 2 into the same stitch. Moving on, 2 single crochets into the next stitch along. And if you count the stitches around, you should end up with 24, including that chain 1 from the beginning. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then moving on to the next stitch will be 7 and 8. So count to 24, we'll meet back up and we'll talk about what to do next. Okay, so here I am doing my 23rd and 24th stitch of the round. Now all I'm going to do is slip stitch into the top of that chain 1 from the beginning. So there's the chain 1, there's the stitch above it, slip stitching to join the circle. Alright, so moving on, we're going to start work on the body of the pumpkin. And to do that, we skip that first stitch where the slip stitch is, but moving on to the next stitch along, we're going to put 2 single crochets, so skip that one there, next stitch along 2 single crochets, so 1 and 2, then the following stitch will be 1 double crochet, so 1 double crochet, and then the following stitch after that will be 2 double crochets, so 1 and 2. Now moving on to the next stitch, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a triple crochet, and to do that you yarn over once, yarn over twice, insert hook through stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. So that's yarn over and pull through 2 3 times for a triple crochet. Now moving on to the next stitch, you're going to put 2 triple crochets into the same stitch. 2 triple crochets into the same stitch. 1, 2, 3. Then the following stitch will be 1 triple crochet. So 1 triple crochet. Then the following stitch after that will be another 2 triple crochets into the same stitch. And 2. Then the following stitch after that will be 1 double crochet into the next stitch, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet. Then the following stitch after that will be 2 double crochets, so 1 and 2 double crochets, and into the next stitch along will be 1 single crochet, so 1 single crochet. Then the following stitch, just slip stitch, so slip stitch into the next stitch along, and that's going to be the bottom of the pumpkin. So you've done one side, and the other side's going to be a mirror minus the slip stitch at the bottom. So moving straight on to the next side is a single crochet into the next stitch, single crochet, followed by 2 double crochets into the following stitch, 1 and 2 double crochets into that following stitch, followed by 1 double crochet into the stitch after that, so 1 double crochet, followed by 2 triple crochets into the stitch after that, so 1 and 2, and the following stitch is 1 triple crochet into that next stitch, 1 triple crochet, followed by 2 triple crochets into the next stitch, 1 and 2, followed by 1 triple crochet into the next stitch, 1 triple crochet into that following stitch, followed by 2 double crochets into the next stitch along, so 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets into the same stitch, 2, then 1 double crochet into the following stitch, 1 double crochet, followed by 2 single crochets into that stitch just up the top. Then you're going to put in your, pull that through properly, and then you're going to put in your slip stitch into the following stitch to finish at the top, just like that. Then chain 1 and grabbing some scissors, grab your scissors and cut the yarn. Then just pull that chain through, so pull through and pull tight to secure. So you've tied that off for the moment, and there is your little pumpkin. Yeah, okay, so, okay, where is he? There he is. So he's starting to look like the other little pumpkin. Alright, we'll just put him in there for the moment. Now we're going to start work on the stem and the little coily bit at the top. So to do that, you're going to grab your green yarn and you're going to make a slip knot. So making a slip knot with your green yarn, you're going to find a stitch at the top of the pumpkin that you want to work into. So the stitch right at the top, I'd say that one just there. That one just there. So put your hook through that stitch, grab that green slip knot and pull it through the stitch at the top of the pumpkin. Just like that. Adjust the knot, pull it tight, and then we're going to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch back down that chain. So ignoring that chain right at the top, the next one along, slip stitch into that chain. So 1, should be 4 slip stitches, 2, back down along the chain, 3, and into that 4th one right at the bottom, 4. There we go. Now put a slip stitch in, back into the stitch at the top of the pumpkin next to the slip knot. So you go into that stitch again where the slip knot went, and pull that through just to secure the stem. Pull it tight just so that it sort of sticks up nicely, and there's your little stem. That's really cute. Alright, moving on to the coily bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 12. So 1, 2, 3, chain 12. Okay, so there's 12, and once again we're going to slip stitch back down the chain, and when you do this slip stitch you want to pull the stitches fairly tight just because it helps it coil more once you get to the end. So slip stitching back down this chain, I'll meet you at the bottom and we'll talk about what we're going to do next. Alright, so here I am at the bottom, just slip stitching into that final chain to finish up. Then once again we're going to slip stitch into that stitch at the top of the pumpkin next to the other slip stitches, just there to secure. So pull that fairly tight. Then from there you're going to chain 1, finding your scissors, you're going to cut the yarn, and again you're going to pull that chain through, so just pull it straight through. Pull it tight, and there you have your coil and your stem. Yes. Oh, that's really cute. Alright, so what I do is I grab these loose stitches that are at the front and I sort of stick my hook through the stitch beneath where that's been tied off. So sticking my hook just through there. Grab that piece of yarn that's loose and you can pull it through to the back just like that. Just get it out of the way. And you can do the same with this one just here. Just go back through that stitch at the top of the pumpkin where you've done the stem and the coily bit. Grab that piece of yarn, pull it through to the back. There we go. Ah, they're twins. Yeah. So cute. Alright, so we've done that. Now I'm going to do the face. So I'm not really very good at sewing, so I don't think I'll talk doing the face, and it'll probably be sort of sped up as I go along. If that bothers anyone, let me know, and I will run you through the process again in a separate video if you want. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to get working on the face.